I have to, at some point, it lost to Trick Williams. Any world championship to someone who... Now I'm gonna make an announcement. Competing for the TNA history, I will bring back
And there is his opponent. Remember, Boris has the advantage. Ali's not gonna get a shot. Ali wins. Steals, protecting the great hand. Cedric Ali's pass. Is Cedric...
AJ Francis walking into the suspension. Mike Santana to AJ Francis. Payback for AJ Francis.
Joe Hendry, the main event. What to do?
It was earlier on this week that the boy-made Trick Williams versus Joe Hendry at Slammiversary.
Indeed.
Here, find another episode of it. Who wants a front row seat? This is Tessa Blanchard.
A knockout world champion. Put him to have you back for another busy night for the knockout.
That's crazy.
Are you ready to be inspired? TNA legend Mickey James with Maria Crawford in tag team action. But there was a meet and greet that went down after last between the Elegance brand and the tensions between the TNA Knockouts world and the Inspiration ever since Cass firing an iconic start to it.
And now, the Keith
Three with your fellow countrymen in this match. And the bottom half of this tag team, that of course being
victory. No rain. Locker room with her again.
not always a pleasant history.
Last week we saw a battle royal that was won by Elegance. There are alternate angles that came out that she had the matchup. We thought it would come down to you two was going to become the #1 contender.
Hey, you gotta love it.
So this will be Jesse McKay.
Jessica looking fantastic in there.
Broke out familiar and used the full name, and that is interesting.
Jessica, Cassandra.
This is Victoria Patsup.
And Crawford always a bit of a loose cannon.
Now McKay all over Crawford. I mean, what is it about?
Oh, wait, quick cover here.
Friends since they were 13 years old. And people like me, young girls from Australia.
Byron, so iconic. It looked like in the Battle Royal last week we're on in the match.
I think there was a tag there.
Tag, however, referee's discretion. This is Cassie.
Ow.
Throwis said a few weeks ago that.
Not take accountability. Submit. She helped me get my first internet. Like I said, I can't deny see their friends gain success.
2 weeks ago, we heard you say. What do you mean by that?
It is classic Tessa.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, still to come out World Championship matches. Slamovich returns to action at TNA for the first time in months. Matt Cardona will go one-on-one with hands on one half of the TNA World Tag Team titles looming at Slammiversary segment. The Kings of Speed, NXT's Trick Williams, in the world title match at Slammiversary.
For the King.
Oh, wait. Cassie Lee.
Tag to McKay.
On the back, hold on, here's the cover. Blanchard in between Cassie Lee and a tag. Backstage, the Elegance Heather Ash, who has a future. Here comes Jesse McKay to face the...
Between the Elegance brand and the Inspiral there.
Knee goes Tessa. Running Victoria Crawford in.
Tessa Blanchard now right out here in front of it. Clearly not.
Back inside the ring, Victoria.
Look out.
And now,
She's still going.
The Inspiration.
This is clearly.
Someone aside the security. They're a lot more help out
Totally
here.
split it apart.
It's gonna be.
Hartwell wants Blanchard.
Later on tonight, we will see Lindsay Kazarian, the first of its kind. Friends and partners will collide. Shaslamovich versus Killer Kelly. Fight literally caught in the middle for Cedric Alexander and
Welcome back to TNA Impact. Breaking news regarding Slammiversary.
Well, it has been decided it will New York, the Inspiration versus the title.
Also, we saw before the break that Tessa Blanchard will go one-on-one live on pay-per-view and TNA Plus. You can get your tickets now via TNA Rec.
Well, right now, we turn within order 4. Jason Hodge, John's order 4, who stood on the return of Cedric after splitting the loyalty.
Citizens of TNA, on right now between the order 4, this Mr. Ali's best friend, someone I would like for both Cedric and Mr. back to how we were before, please.
Of pride.
They battle some of this disorder.
Alexander last week for a variety of reasons. Alexander, one of the best wrestlers was Mustafa Ali, is trying to play peacekeeper. Alexander felt the need to act.
In his own, Cedric Alexander, I was just how deep it goes. But this is Ali we see before us today.
Look, because we all know that this that I'm staring at right now is not the Ali that we all. This isn't the Ali that I call and soul of that division. And we took it all the way. We're sitting front row. What? More importantly than that, and someone I thought I couldn't take it anymore, when I wanted to just give it up, knocked me off the edge. That kept me going. That's something, Ali. I am not here. Help.
Bring up the past. You, Cruiserweight Championship, away from me. Moment from me. You've embarrassed me when they drink. And Ali, they don't see. This is not how I want you to help me. I want you to get a rematch. Been able to beat my entire career what I want versus Mustafa Ali.
I am not here for hostility. Beat your ass again and show you what's up.
Wait a minute, Ali went to take a cheap shot at
But look at this, the security!
Oh my God, Alexander, but the Great Hands fighting back. It's been a minute since I've seen this.
He goes by the name.
Mustafa Ali's own.
Ali and Allen.
There's unprecedented still to come tonight. The debut at the Kazarian. Also, Trey Mag Team champions Nick Nemeth line as Masha Slamovich defend Kelly in a chain match.
Funny how silence feels louder than words so quiet, maybe. People thought I disappeared.
That chain defined the team of...
We're supposed to be bound. Remember? Is your place.
This chain was our bond.
And your place is crawling.
Turned your back on me.
Let's have a chain match.
To take what means the most to you.
On your knees, in front of me.
And so here we are, close to how it began. Kelly with a chain.
Bound by circumstance and united ties in blood in a dog collar match. Slamovich won that match at the Best Team 2023. They captured their first win that same gear she wore that night.
I know they're cerebral, but it is one topic. But if there's anybody who could, might just be the one.
Thing of elegance is the future #1 contender NXT Women's Champion Kaise.
Very enigmatic horizon.
Following is a chain knockouts. World Lisbon, Portugal. Opponent from Australia knockouts. Masha.
Off. Obviously, Slamovich took the championship 250 days ago. 7 days. It's been pure Killer Kelly throw off this
Masha Slamovich's career. She first appeared in this company. And then, of course, was very dominant for the time it was once again with the Knockouts World title.
There are no countouts or disqualifications. How would you navigate a match?
It's only so far you can go. So these two very familiar with each other.
Trying to wrap that chain around the throat. Ripping down Kelly by the throat.
Whipping Killer Kelly back and forth.
Beats the PK. Here's the cover and a kick.
Getting free of that chain.
Kelly tied up in the chain.
And as the person on the other end of that, but look at this. To hoist.
This is the challenge of a type of creativity. When you put it in the throat of Masha Slamovich.
Turning this thing around. Trying to do dangerous piece of it to run in a match like this.
The only place where the title can change hands.
Kelly finding herself a strong and Slamovich on the back foot here.
The half. Hook to the leg. Trying to win.
For Killer Kelly to come back to this cleat. Explode back onto this seat.
Oh, with the chain in hand. Left
Stop up and down.
match.
And look, ever known, I've ever seen. But to your she already has her next challenger. This while dealing with his former friend and now split.
Once again. Oh, shoulder first into the post.
Goes the post, always wins.
Face first into the post. How much more of this can Killer Kelly take? In the mouth of Killer Kelly. It's with that mouth guard in on the top row.
No kidding.
And Kelly all over each other. Remember, no count.
To your point, they can go wherever they want, but one person on this of sympathy for.
Spine, God, wrapped up in the chain.
One person, but I don't know what kind of slam it. Each one of those
Balling up the chain. Could have been disastrous. Now straight hit. Smashing Killer Kelly in the steps. Apropos. This is a chain match. Slamovich defending against Killer and inside the ring.
dragging Killer Kelly, and now Kelly the one.
Kelly wrapping that chain around the
Pain and display. That and leaving champion. Dragging the near carcass.
The team once known as MK titles. That is no more. It's all about the record for the longest female only 182 days. Tremendous success. Killer Kelly was gone for in a year in the 8-4.
Two former partners, former friendly.
Net together, both down center of the ring. Mission has been to return to this company championship. Meanwhile, Masha Slamovich immediately, a quote, "You belong at my now 250 days as champ." Strike by Masha.
And the champ starting to rally.
Is that it for Killer?
Kelly, wait.
Think about wreck to the middle turnbuckle.
Now who can hit
Down in the corner, nearly trapped Slamovich. Oh, angel swings! Down, oh, and a kick out by the champion.
living up to her own reputation of
Slamovich, snowplow! Killer Kelly kicked out.
especially in her early days here in TNA.
In TNA, able to avoid Slamovich. And now kick right to the front to win the title. Oh no, however.
Kelly not wasting any time, squeeze the life out of her.
Killer Kelly would
And Slamovich gonna make her pay.
Slamovich!
Completely her former friend is still your knockout.
Henley and the NXT Women's Champ influence from NXT.
But the NXT Women's Championing with her hands on the TNA.
Kaise Chain's not done. Fatal.
Sending a message.
Isaiah Brookside back influence in the past.
They know exact.
I
don't like the Red World Championship. I was getting flashed.
No bounds. Kamovich has enemies coming at her from last week. As the Hardys are on their own ladder match, we'll see that night live on Long Island. Enemies coming at them from all angles as well. Oh, wait, Eric.
Oh boy, this is not going to end well. This will not.
Please get the security. And then more.
You're not even allowed to be in the building. Ever shut your mouth. I saw you in Arizona.
I'm from Pittsburgh.
Get out of here. That thing in your stomach. That's not out of the building. And then you to the two people I saw, the two men. We're gonna have to make a decision here, one way or the other. Are you against me? Dirt on both of you. Bury you. What is it gonna be?
Us.
Prove it.
By Bioflex, the exclusive recovery. Trey Miguel is not medically cleared to compete. Hence will be competing against one half of the TNA table for Trey Miguel's return at this time. Isaiah Brookside has re-aggravated a knee at this time. Following Jay Francis was in rough condition post-competition. This TNA injury
for the debut episode of the Kazarian. And as the Wents will now go one-on-one with after tensions have been rising for weeks. Edwards.
At a point to take the time to reflect, taking a look back, not having owed anything. We don't deserve to earn. And for the last journey with me, made them so loud and so clear that it have rightfully earned Slammiversary main event. Santana. To me, than just the main event. This is every loss, everything what it's about. This is about anything is possible. Because I'll tell you, I am not, baby girl, why I'm empty. Anybody that wants to at home. I'm world champion. Because I'm the illest.
home in his home of New York at
Trust the system.
Has been scheduled for one fall, winning the system, 147 pounds.
From New York to Boston to Pittsburgh.
That's right. And here to not be committed to kick. We saw the system some weeks ago. And now the long-time friend who I admire, Cardona from TNA. Good.
And his opponent from Long Island, the Commando!
A free agent. It's a lot of misplaced anger and loss record for the system lately. Given opportunities in this company time.
They feel like, again, Cardona, an outsider of his own, Edwards is coming from.
System sees somebody that could be a threat to them. Cardona and the hometown man. Listen, Eddie from this company forever and under siege of the hometown man. Pins Eddie every year.
And he gets it on the one guy. Yeah, that is a hard, I can't blame him.
But again, it's classic deflect being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Well, he's doing a good job of it right. Cardona as well as the hometown man. What is it going to take?
Well, you know, man.
They're not going to listen to you or me. Drum always has, and it's always
Body drop and a back elbow there by the
again, this is a lot of conflict.
a reboot.
It's always with her eyes on the prize.
For silence, Eddie Edwards able to avoid it. Now Cardona
Almost perfectly executed there.
Oh, wait a minute, Alicia Edwards has many times that the system of you
Distracting the referee.
Ryan Myers.
Tell Eddie Edwards to not use that. Coming out again. You know how well, man. He just tossed that man for Eddie.
The hell? What's going on?
What the hell are they doing here? NXT Dark State. Dion Lennox. The Cylinders. And look
we try to collect ourselves, still to come this season, TNA World Champion Trick Williams. Joe had beat due to injury, so for the second time in a week's Nick Nemeth. But coming up next, Jake. We're moments away from Jake something. We're in the commercial break. There is the home game, Sami Callihan and other brothers. But not the hometown man. 2 weeks ago here on this company and over a year up. I only imagine the system are behind us. What do you think?
That, quite frankly, embarrassment.
I don't know over to Slammiversary 2 weeks away now on Long Island, New York. You can get your tickets. The TNA Knockouts World Champion against the winner of the NXT Evolution on Sunday, July 30th. Will defend the NXT Women's Champion title versus title.
And we already learned that Moose versus Leon's division title means a lot to Leon, but we know.
My name is Leon Slater. I'm from Bradford, England. I wanted to be a wrestler. Moment in my life, a single period where my cousin, like everyone does, it was the action figures, it was the DVDs. Being from the UK especially, you know what I'm saying? It was almost like a bit of that from the UK that's quite like proud to be from England. I don't think if I was that I would be sat here in front of you right now. I think it's have a Union Jack. I think that's why I'm sat right strong for the past 23. And ever since then, it's been 11 years now. It's my teenage years for this, which I go back and wish I went out drinking in the fields like. But then the other part of me flips on that I sacrificed like word. Wrestling has felt and like people tell me that I earned it, and I don't feel well and truly living my dream. And it's all led to this point in my journey right now that kind of spurred me on, or the moment that my dad left us. I don't have too many memories of him, but I'll never forget that day that I saw him for the last time. And it was a couple years after that day, it's been me, my mum and my sister. As much as I do this to prove my dad right, because if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have started training at 9 years old. There's pros and cons to it, right? And that's why I'm here at 3 a.m. picking me up from training it all, man. And Mum, I know you're gonna be watching it. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be doing it. Mature in a sense to where young, and it's something I take massive reason for me trying to be the youngest, that feeling of being forgotten again. So that's why I jump over the corner and become the youngest X Division champion of all time. Person that can ever live and far past that.
From Leon Slater trying to be international champion. And about to take it closer. And we are joined by the I gotta have you get play to watch this matchup here. Love this for live.
Following contest is leading to the ring by step to win at 220 pounds. No.
To your point, Matt, we've on Impact that Jake something won with the Lion your international title for a while.
And when I became the inaugural champion, that's the one thing I used to do, hold the line, Tom.
Today, weighing in at 200 something.
Toy on the block, if you will. Everybody's coming home. He had a lot of time to think about what he did. You've never been in a one-on-one scenario.
If we're going to do anything for this, I've pretty much shown what I'm on.
Mance Warner one-on-one with Jake something. Let's go for that Fez press early on. Warner left bicep shortly after challenging this year. He was supposed to have a 6-month recovery.
I mean, Macklin, you know, physicality goes, he's a freak of nature.
262 pounds. Jake. Oh, and a shot from behind by Mance. Warner all over Jake something. Mance.
Obviously dealing with it here.
BDA. And Warner was trying to hit the pay window there. That
had to the showers for the win, but not to barely. I don't think he's done with you if he has hit.
Title, he does hit hard. I'll give him that. He's
to the eyes. You're absolutely right. Mance Warner calling for that knee step to Lander. Knee big something. Able to catch Warner. Macklin, I do have that.
We don't like having an outsider as the world champion. In here. What?
Jake something focusing on you.
Now it's Warner getting in the
field for Warner, and he cracked Macklin.
His whole air.
Oh, going after Jake something.
Macklin, see. And now security on it. Oh my God.
The security trying to control these three. Your fiance back.
International title.
A Macklin test between Mance Warner and Jake something.
Another day, but the tension.
Warner, something, and Macklin. Well, coming up now, the Rascals will fight in his stead up ahead of the 4-way ladder match for the title.
You both want this, you got this. I
something. Warner and Macklin.
Good for one fall. Introducing, representing the Win.
As we reported, Wentz will face Nick Nemeth, and he's got back in TNA Wrestling. Lucky to be a part of the TNA merch baseball jersey, basketball jersey, premium item.
Iron Nemeth is tag team man.
These weeks that Wentz has got one on the left. Tonight he's going to go one-on-one. Well, I want to talk about the big announcement that came of New York City. He sat down for me, dropped an absolute bombshell. TNA World Tag Team titles at Celebrities, the Rascals, and for 2 weeks from Sunday, live on Long Island, New York. You can get your tickets now to unpack here. Obviously, the Hardys from Matt and Jeff. Meanwhile, question later on tonight. Questions for AJ France against Mike Santana. Nonetheless, remember in all this, the champion's normal title defense. Now Wentz, shoulders down and a kick out by Nick.
Sometimes...
Look out! Oh, and Zachary Wentz. Oh, and now Nick Nemeth able to strike. Zachary Wentz get back in it against one.
Getting his second crack.
Out of 8. As to the count of 10 to get back in.
Just that much left. How much is...
So much to look forward to. Championship come Slammiversary Plus at the UBSArena.com. You would typically see in a normal champion. This is injury concerns. Meanwhile, the Hardys mountain, and they captured gold for the Hardys as of late. Now Nemeth in.
And look, we talk about it all the time with champs as the defending champs in such a chaos. Yeah. So Nick Nemeth is going to do whatever.